Hey everybody, and welcome to Robin's house. Today I'm working on the Storybook Card Workshop, and in this workshop, the special technique that we have is using our ink pads to color our images. And this is great if you are lazy, or if you don't have your markers with you, or you don't have your colored pencils with you, or you're looking for a softer look, which could accidentally turn into a not softer look, and that's okay too. But what it has us doing is using our water pen. Yes, you can do it with a regular paintbrush. You'll just need some water with you. And then I usually kind of rub it on my hand to make sure that there's some water on there. And then you take your ink pad and you just kind of press into the ink pad. And that creates some ink to go on the inside of your lid. And so I have my Seabrook and my water brush, and I am just gonna paint him. So it does look very watercolory. And also it's helpful if you have stamped with archival ink or intense black, and that way you can go more over your colors, but I don't believe in that. I'm lazy. And so I stamp everything in regular black, and I just try really hard to not go over the lines. This one was also stamped way in advance. So sometimes if I do go over the lines like I did on his little leg, it's not the end of the world. If it is stamped too freshly, the water will cause the black ink to bleed a little bit. And if that's not the look you're looking for, then that might make you sad. But you can see that as I'm going, I just start off with a little bit and then wait until my brush is empty and go back for some more. Now this will create some choppiness, but you can always go back and add a third layer to kind of even those tones out. And also, you know, it's watercolor, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And so we're just gonna kind of go along and color our frog, give him some shadows on some side if you are of a mind to make it look realistic. I'm of a mind to make it look green. So we also have the mist color. Some of our frogs, it recommends us have mist color frogs. Some of them, it recommends, the directions recommend us having the Seabrook colored frog. And so you can see I've got dark places and light places, and it doesn't bother me that much. But one thing you could do is also, I'm gonna clean off my brush and I'm gonna get my mist out. So I'm gonna give him mist eyes and a mist tummy. So the mist is quite a bit darker. So I might even pump my brush a little bit to get a little extra ink on there, a little extra water in there. And then give him a nice dark tummy. It's gonna go so fast, you won't even believe it. There we go. Oh, and he needs some eyes. So get some dark eyes in there. Well, this is so fun and so fast, isn't it? And then last thing, clean off my brush again with my handy dandy fingers. Now we need some little pink cheeks. So we've got our mulberry. Just add a little bit of pink to those cheeks and you're done. So how fun is that? Very, very fast, very easy. Now, one part of the technique that it has is one of the cards. Oh, so I guess I could show you. This is card number 1. This one has you coloring with the mist color, which, boy, you can't even tell in this camera light, can you? How about if they're next door? Okay, so there's a mist frog on the left and a Seabrook frog on the right, and they both look very nice. On the second card, it says, hey, why don't you just use some background and create a wash back there? So I'm not very good at washes. So there are different ways you can do a wash. So we want to get our nice juiced up and get some ink on our thing. Okay, so what I did on that card was I just made a circle. It just kind of wants you to make a circle, but I find that if you get enough ink on there, that doesn't. Get some more water. This is what happens when I do a wash, and I don't especially care for it. So let's try it a little lighter. So I'm in a space where I've already taken most of the ink. And yeah, so that was a lot better. So if you start from a place where you've already taken most of the ink and there's just leftovers, that was a much better wash, and how my second try turned out. Alternatively, if you want to add color, I'm gonna kind of add a little bit into my, you can also make a wash like that, just coloring across, and then there's no, this particular card said to make a circle, and I thought the circle was kind of unnatural, but my first attempt really turned out like this, and it was less than awesome. This one is better. And then there's always a wash, which I think one of the last cards has you do a real wide wash, like a wash in the Seabrook color, I think, but it's like halfway across your page. And I didn't do well with that one either. And I had actually forgotten to do it. And so I ended up just taking my sponge and doing it after the crowns were already glued down. So, you know, you can save your projects however works for you. That's just a long wash. So I hope that's helpful. Another fun way to color your images. Thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting.